Hello, everyone, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. My name's Lisa Huber, and you're listening to the Divine I Am Broadcast Network, where we bring spiritual and metaphysical awareness from the heart to the public. And it's my pleasure today to introduce my very dear friend, Louise Rhodes, all the way from across the pond. She's a light language channel, regression therapist, hypnotherapist, energy healer, intuitive reader, and medium, and so much more. Welcome, Louise.
Thank you, Lisa. Most people know me these days from a light language. Although, I still do dabble in regression therapy and an energy healer of all descriptions, as you say, Lisa. So thank you, everybody. And today, I will be doing some light language. Um, some people refer it to the language of the soul, or even talking in tongues. I'll be channeling high vibrational beings that will sound through me. You'll hear sounding from my voice, different tonings. And you will also see hand codes, hand movements, also classified as light language. All for healing. There will be elements of healing going out to absolutely everybody. I will be doing personal messages as well. And I will be at some point blending and sending healing to, yes, to individuals. But my guides always keep the messages and the sounding that you hear within the light language. I always keep it quite general so that everybody can get something from this, whether you are receiving a message or not. So please do stay tuned. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you. And I'd like to welcome in, if I could, I'd like to welcome in Cami and Bobby and Bahi, Shani, I'm sorry, Shani, Sarah and Deborah. I saw you pop in and red down on the bottom. And I have Jennifer and Zanelle and Kelly and Jill in the feeds. Welcome, everybody. We're so happy you could join us. I know we started out a little earlier, so we appreciate you being here. And yeah, we're excited. It's been a while since we've been together. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it has been a while. I was just sort of, you can't really see my necklace off screen, but this, I'll come a bit closer to the, I've got a little dragon here.
Oh my
Um, it's
goodness.
a, it's, it would have been classed as a Hongshan. So it's from an area in China, and it would have been worn as a netski, sort of round the waist, as like a totem or spirit guide. And he is a dragon, and he was shouting at me this evening because I was like, please, 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 like, wants to be part of the live. So although he's on quite a long cord, I probably should have shortened it so you can't really see him sort of while I'm wearing him. Anyway, thought to
I
sort
love it.
of show you now. But the dragons will be making an appearance, or he will. So
Yay!
it's not just it's lots of different high guides, but I collect lots of these different lots of these Hong Shans crystals. They're high vibrational beings that connect by
Oh, Louise, I don't know. It's
okay.
probably, it might be through Clubhouse. We just had a little bit of delay in the video, but I bet it was fine probably for everybody. It usually is on YouTube and Facebook, but yeah, for some reason it just froze up a little bit. I just wanted to let everybody know who's listening in Clubhouse, and you can click on that YouTube link if you'd like to watch now. Yeah, you're frozen. Oh no, you're good. Okay, let me just let me
Oh
let
dear.
let me just let everybody know, if you're in Clubhouse, if you could please type permission in that chat box in the bottom left, just so we know, since we're taping and this is a live, it's being recorded on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Twitch. And we do need your permission if you're going to be on stage, if you're interested in a healing. And I didn't know, are you doing a general in the beginning, or did you want to just start
I
right
will
off,
do.
Louise?
I'll do a little. I'll see what my guides want to bring through and just do a general
Okay.
little introduction to sort of get everyone used to what light
Wonderful.
language is. If you haven't heard this before. So if you haven't heard light language, yes, you'll hear the sounding. You'll see hand codes as well, hand movements. Um, if I'm releasing, it can make me shake. It can make me burp, but yourselves, you may well feel this in your body in lots of different ways. As I will be talking back in English as well. But you may feel this in your body. So if you feel any unusual sensations, or the purging from the mouth is really common. But any manner of unusual sensations, just to know that that's okay for you. Anyway, let's see what my guides want to bring through. Because Lede Bigarado Bitsika Bagarabu Darki Ertata Barate Aranana Arata Ana Arji. And they said they want to broaden the horizons for everybody. Esakada Baraba the Karato Baragar Enana Ana Arji. They're going to be creative with some people's energy. Esakara borre bekarado bersere ana arre ana arre ana arre. And they want to broaden this sense of forgiveness if people are sitting in trauma or sitting in pain. Obviously, they don't want people carrying trauma into their future, or not too much trauma, too much pain. And they said, please, they encourage you to broadcast this far and wide. So if people are able to share, I think this is what they're hinting at, sharing on Facebook or wherever, then please do, because I think they're wanting to encourage this transmission that I'm going to be doing, this live, encouraging people to share it out. They said they want to encourage the movement of this energy. And then encourage, and broaden the connection with people that haven't yet discovered light language. They said they're approaching a time of change for a lot of people. And they want to carry everybody on this wave of excitement as people are going through change. They said expect some powerful transmissions throughout this live. They said you don't have to sit in any particular position. You don't have to be in meditation. You don't have to be lying down. You can be wandering around the house doing the cooking. It really doesn't matter. They just said, just know that we'll be approaching you through the speech, through the sounding from my voice. Also, yes, as Lisa commented earlier, there will be activations from my eyes, so I may take my glasses off at some point. And they're going to be connecting to a variety of people, obviously you out there, but also lots of different guides will be sounding through me as well. Yes. No, that's yes. And I think that's all they wanted to say as an introduction. So thank you, Lisa.
Wonderful.
Back to you.
Thank you. Let me go back in and thank everyone for typing in permissions. I'm going to start in Clubhouse and go in the order that I see you guys. Cami, are you there?
Hi.
Hi, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Cami, you're speaking to Louise. Louise, this is Cami.
Hi, Tammy. Hi, Tammy.
Hi,
Would
Louise.
you like?
Cami with the C, sorry.
I guess you can hear me okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, fabulous. Would you like me to do some, do some light language for you? See what I can bring forward?
Yes, please. I'd be really grateful.
Thank you. Let's see what we can bring forward for Tammy. Bringing in a little bit of stability for everybody. Some people might feel this, as I'm doing the sounding, an element of clearance. So please, if it's making people cough, making people yawn, also, yes, so how I release is burping from the mouth, burping normally. But however you're feeling this, just know there may well be an element of clearance. This can go out to absolutely everybody, not just Tammy. As they've already said, they want to link him with celebration. Throughout this live, they're going to be stepping up everyone's connection to spirit or connections to other dimensions. And elements of clearance are always important when you're talking about doing energy work. As they're stabilizing your energy before doing any sort of processes regard any spiritual processes, activations, or any kind of work, just clearing, grounding, protecting. Supporting everybody's energy, and they said to plateau, so it's just kind of reaching a level ground. And they said it's kind of this level for to work with, and then we're going to sort of raise your vibration. Yes. And I said you're all supported from your own level. Some of you may be aware of this deeper connection to earth as I'm working through these lower energy centers. Connected deep within the ground beneath you. And then, of course, linking up to source, to spirit, to your ancestors. Right then, back to Tammy for something a little bit more specific. Please do not compare yourself to others. They said you're bound to, keep judging yourself. Everybody does. But just be wary and be careful what you carry through or carry forward into each day. Please don't be scared of where your world's going. I'm literally just clearing some of these fears just to they're saying to make your path wider, but it just feels like sort of whatever you're approaching in your life, Tammy, energetically it feels like you're trying to squeeze through tight little corridors. I mean, this is metaphorical, of course, but it just feels, to me, it feels like everything, it just feels like a little bit of a squeeze and a little bit of a push. It's like, I don't really know what I'm doing. Am I doing the right thing? Where am I going? And just these concerns are kind of sitting with you. And this, so with this in mind, I wanted to expand as just sort of clear your energy, clear your path, so you've got a clearer focus of where your life is going. And then just opening up this path. Yes, and as I said earlier, sort of in the introduction, and we were a little bit earlier, so people are only just connecting, they may have missed that. But a lot of these codes, although there is going to be specific messages for individuals, all the coding that you will see from my hand movements, if you are watching this live on video on YouTube, etc., and also the sounding you hear from my voice, all the codes are all kept general, so they will support everybody, and they're also timeless. So if you're watching this back on replay, it'd be equally effective. But it's sort of, it'll find its place with you whether you're watching it today, tomorrow, next week, next year. It will still be equally, there'll be parts of it that will be relevant. Yes, gotcha. And people already, bless them, saying that they're shared. So please, again, for those that missed the introduction, my guides were wanting to encourage people to share this transmission, because they are really wanting to sort of open up this live, open up this energy, catch some different people that aren't used to or aren't familiar with the light language. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. Tammy, I don't know, are you still there? How much did you feel from that? I know it's only a very short section that was specific for you, but did you feel anything?
Yes. Well, I feel spirit, very much so. So absolutely, and it was definitely coming this way. So I did feel that, and yes, only a small amount of that resonated of what was translated, but I appreciate you very much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you.
Thank you, Cami. Thank you for joining us. And I also wanted to welcome in. I saw we had quite a few people jump in on this live, and we're so happy to see you. I see we have Gloria and Meredith. Meredith said that there was a little bit of glitch in Facebook, so she was happy to jump over to Clubhouse. I'm glad you found us on here, Meredith. And Julia's with us, Elisa, Monies, and let me just see on the feeds. We have Leah and Bev and Tom. And I meant to ask you if you had a piece of paper and pen, because I'm just welcoming them in.
Yeah, I have. It's sort of, the names haven't jumped out at me yet, but yeah, keep
Okay.
going.
So, yeah, we have on the feeds, we have Jennifer, Zanelle, Kelly, Jill, Leah, Bev, Tom, Jesper, Krista, Christy, Tracy, Julie, Maria, and KJ. And she's
Yeah.
new to light language. And I apologize if I say your name wrong. I think it's Amuku, 2 L's AMUKU. Welcome.
Oh, welcome everybody. Yeah, the three names that jumped out from there was Kelly, Jill, and Julie.
Okay, let me go. Let me just see, Kelly. And you said Kelly and
Jill.
Hello.
Jill and Julie.
And Julie. Yeah.
Wonderful. Hi, Abhishek. Thank you so much for joining us. If you just popped on, you're listening to Louise Rhodes. She's live now on that link pinned above. And we're just going by who your guides are lighting people up for you, just for because I know you usually do that for where they can find for the general public the best. Gotcha.
Exactly. They sort of pick people where they can keep the messages general, and then my guides always have an idea of what they want to bring forward. I mean, with sort of Tammy, I know that there was most of it was quite general. The messages there rather specific for Tammy, but it was more about sort of grounding and sort of energy clearance there to start off with, and just getting everybody into that safe place. But my guides will keep an eye on people as we go through.
Let,
Okay.
let me and what I'll do is I'll go back, I'll read some names from Clubhouse after I choose. You said Kelly. We'll go to Kelly. Let me just see Kelly. Because I saw your comment. Sorry, guys, it's been a little bit with the feeds going by so fast. Wowee. Okay, Kelly says, hello, open to healing.
Fabulous. Yeah, I've worked with Kelly before. Yeah, okay. I'll link in with Kelly's energy. So hello. Yeah, I've had one. If it is the same Kelly Hansen, I expect it is. I don't recognise the Facebook profile, a little
You
sunflower, but I expect it to say
you got
Kelly.
it. Yep.
Okay, right, Kelly, let's see what we can bring through for you. Eka morjes. Eka ana barati, arana arana arre ana ana arjeti. Kelly, putting you back on track. Esikaamrador kasir ida ana arre ana arre ana arre. Yes, bit arre. Just like they said with Tammy, there's a little bit of fear and anxiety coming in with you, Kelly. So they wanted to help, set up this protection and clear some of this anxiety. Again, similar to like we did with Kelly, an element of stabilization. Bringing you back to a safe place from which you can work. I said, they're telling me that, yeah, we all specialize. Obviously, I've gone down this route with the light language. You are hunting out your specialities, and they're not going to go into too much detail. They're not going to go into any detail about where you're sitting at the moment, but they're wanting to level this. They're wanting to find the right activations that are appropriate for you, Kelly. And yeah, as I said, get you back on track. There are people that you have upset on your journey. You know, and if you're getting annoyed with people, they want to take these people away from you. They want to bring you back to more appropriate work structure. They want to bring you some more appropriate connections from spirit as well. Of course, they want to give you this better balance in your worldly life. They want to release restrictions so you can move forward. And talking about this being around the throat, so I'm not sure if it's more light language activations. It may be encouraging you in that sort of work. Could be. And I said to everybody else, seek out your speciality. So again, if you are keen to do the light language, I know there's people on here already that have started doing bits of their own light language, or it doesn't matter if it's mediumship, you know, the tarot readings. It doesn't even have to be spiritual. Just what is your speciality? Where do you want your work to be? Everybody else, obviously, Kelly, you'll have an idea where you want to be. Everybody else also link in with this. What's your speciality? Where do you want to be? Let's see what we can activate for you. Yes, releasing some criticism, Kelly, which I'm feeling around your heart center. Yes. This again, this feels like criticism of your practices. We all come across some sort of criticism of some description. Obviously, this is rather unusual work that I do, so I'm not without that, of course. Luckily, I escaped a lot of it. Most people are just quite in awe of what I do, and they're certainly not rude to my face. But when we do spiritual work, of course, you can get your critics. Anyway, releasing that fear and that anger from your heart, Kelly. Of course, they're not suggesting you're going to walk away from this carefree, but they want your energy to be more stabilized, and again just releasing these pockets of anger, and they said even rage. They're saying they're not going to suggest, any particular way they want you to go. So it's very much personal choice and what individuals are comfortable with, but just enabling that experimentation with your work. I said, don't seek out criticism either. And they tend to get that sometimes you feel that you're better off staying safe. And of course that's perfectly satisfactory at the moment. But just know you're going to be carried forward on that wave eventually. And of course they're wanting this to go out to other people. So if you're an energy healer, I've seen a few names pop up here, and sort of I've got thinking of them at the moment. If you want to extend your spiritual practices, be that Reiki or whatever it is, then just know that sort of when that time's right, you will step up, you will be carried on that wave, and this is kind of what this activation is about, just supporting you all to connect to your right path, but also connect you to your people. And we all want clients that are beneficial as well. That's not expecting everyone to sing our praises all of the time, but just ones that can keep us growing, ones that can keep us learning, ones that can keep us respecting us. And again, not entirely stopping this criticism, because sometimes that can be beneficial for our growth as well, as long as we can learn through this, see our own faults, see how we can improve with our abilities, but also respecting the differences of these other people, and see it from different perspectives, see our work and see how our growth is helping other people's growth. Yes. Baba does. Yes. And I'm getting yeses there, because I would just say, was that okay? Because I don't very often talk that long in English, but I felt that was more of a guided message and sort of direct channeling in English, so to speak. And I just like to get clarification in my own head. So when I go yes, it's kind of I'm asking questions in my head. I also fear the criticism. I fear getting it wrong. Mika morras, mesi beta marra, arri, oh gosh, orshi. That's right, my guys are just laughing at me now. Eka morras, yes, eka morsh, yes. Orsh. But and they've just sort of said they've also seeking specialities for me. They just said we're also seeking specialities for you, my dear, and that was definitely aimed at myself. So I think I will be listening back to this live and listening back to the activations in that last one as well. Yeah. The lives are often for me as well. Thanks, team.
Louise, I just had to tell you that Kelly's been putting all kinds of, and we love this guy's feedback for Louise, and she's saying, yes, you're so spot on. Yes, back on track. I haven't done light language in a bit. And then she said, I've stayed in the same place due to fear of criticism. And while you were doing what you're doing, she said, body is burning up, sweating it out.
Yeah. So again, again, just reiterating for everybody, any strange sensation. So yeah, body burning it up, sweating out. Kelly will know that's normal for her, and getting those sort of reactions. But if you yourself are feeling strange reactions to this, then just know that that's right for you.
Thank you,
Okay.
Kelly. And what I'll do is I'll go back in the clubhouse. I'd like to reset the room and then I'll read some names off that we have people in here. And I'm so happy to see you all here. My name's Lisa Huber with the Divine I Am Broadcast Network. And you've been listening to the lovely and extremely talented Louise Rhodes. And she's live now on that link that I have pinned above for YouTube. So please feel free if you're enjoying this channel to subscribe and highly recommend if anything that Louise is saying resonates. And she is the bomb.com for me. Highly recommend reaching out to her. And they can just type your name Louise Rhodes Rhodes into Facebook and your page pops right up for light language, correct? Yep.
Yeah, it should do. Yeah, it should do.
Wonderful.
You're
Let me go back into Clubhouse. I'm going to pull to refresh and see. Bobby, are you there?
I am, yes. I wrote in the chat that I had a transmission to share with the room when it was appropriate.
Oh, okay. Were you okay with that, Louise?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, go for it, Bobby.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Iya nakura ashin de iberu and iora and ashin ura maha. Iya ura keya siana mura anahata siana ura aria. So there was already given in this room a foundation of stability. And the stable foundation is what allows us to come into a state of trusting and loving ourselves completely, which then well-roundedness. Well-roundedness brings us to a state of boundlessness because we stepped into the realm of true knowledge of the soul. Boundlessness.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful, Bobby. Oh, Louise, are you there? Looked like it froze again. Are you there? This is so wild, guys. The energy. Yeah, I can. Oh, I think she just got kicked out. We're going to see if she can come back in. Here we go. Let me just check. And this is how you know we're live, guys. Let me just send her a message. Be right back. Louise, can you hear me?
We're back.
Yay! That was a lot of energy there.
Out again. Yeah, I think we're back in, aren't we? Yeah, maybe it is too much energy. The computer says no.
Yeah. Did you have anything you wanted to say to Bobby? I didn't know if you caught the end of that.
I did. Just thank you, Bobby. It sounded perfect with what we were doing sort of at the start of this transmission, just the grounding everybody into their truth. So it feels perfect. So thank you, Bobby.
Thank you so much. And if I could, I totally spaced, and I knew I should have stayed out longer and grounded today. I wanted to read off the names in Clubhouse, and then I'll go back because I know we had Jill up next. We have Bobby, we have Bahi, and Sarah, and Deborah, and Julia, and Meredith on stage.
Either Jill or Julia. Happy to connect with either of those.
Okay. Yay. Julia, are you there?
Yes, I am. Hi.
Yay, so happy to see you. Julia, She's regular here. I don't know if you remember Louise. Louise, this is Julia. Julia, Louise.
Nice.
Julia, I think we may have connected before.
I think so.
Yes, yes. I'm always happy to connect again.
Oh, that's great. I'll see what they've got to bring through for you, Julia. But again, just a reminder to everybody, these codes are always kept general for the purpose of the lives, although there may be specific messages for you, of course, Julia. But just allow everybody to sort of link in. Bikabosh. Nere bau rabo te karse bigarano rakase bigarano brakarando barato kosh. Ikana hala kur. Miletsin sesukuma. Barshando basele hai. Dorata ha rana arre enashu. Hi. Ha harte borte. Daughters of different realms, we celebrate you. Hesakarandushka, Rin, Harant, Onse, Leseto, Haranti, Archishu. Your hearts are carried forward. Hesakarandrabrate, Anna, Arra, Ana, Arti, Taps, Susu. Preparing you all for new adventures. And allowing celebration of your soul. Seeking collaboration from others as sorry, just clearing the connection. Celebrating your collaboration with others as appropriate. Ena harsu vadarse ena arre ana arra an arti I'm bringing through this greater capacity for everybody to connect in a way that's appropriate for you. Yes. Gosh. For some, it may be bringing better connections to different planets. For others, it may be connecting to the ground, deeper connection to earth beneath you. But the most important thing is this celebration of self. Of course, they appreciate this clearer connection. There's going to be some big transitions for a lot of you. And they said they appreciate that for some of you this can feel difficult and it can feel at times uncomfortable and of course strange. But you've been brought to this world at this time for a greater purpose. And of course, you've been brought here at this time so we can elevate the world. Please don't underestimate your importance. I do this. Every individual one of you. And so the most important thing of all is just to carry forward your beauty. Yes. Whoosh. And I just felt that coming to an end, and I just sort of said in my head, is that the end of that transmission? That's when they were going, yes. That felt really, really powerful to me. So Julia, so how was that received with you? I'm still kind of feel like my heart is kind of pounding 10 to a dozen because it did feel powerful for me.
Yeah, that was very, very powerful. I really loved at the beginning when you were saying hi, 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 hi. And I was like, how many of them are there? So many. Yes, and thank you for the confirmation that we are here for the greater purpose. It's sometimes hard to carry on, and the one of the purpose is to carry on the beauty, and also to have the ability to connect with the higher selves,
Yeah.
with the guides, and at the same time to ground yourself, to connect with the Mother Earth. That is called the balance. And very nice transmission. I will re-listen to it. There's a lot of messages, and I will write them down because it was very
Oh,
powerful. And it feels like there was a huge team connecting, judging from how many hellos there were, and then.
no. Yes. Yes. And actually, although there was one energy that was very prominent, I was aware that because that energy I was holding there was new to me. It wasn't a familiar one. So there was times when my more familiar Arcturian team kind of stepped to the fore as kind of, there's other energies. I was kind of like just clearing my own path, as it were, sort of as I was doing the transmission. It was an odd one.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing. So you were, in a way, healing yourself and going up yourself by doing
I
those transmissions. That's amazing.
I think so. It certainly felt that way. Yes.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you for picking me up today. Thank
You're,
you.
you're very welcome, Julia.
Thank you, Julie. Always happy to see you in here, honey. And I wanted to say welcome to Q. I saw you pop on stage. And I know up next we have Jill in Facebook. And then I was going to go back to Clubhouse and I had Julie after that. But do you have enough time? I just realized.
Yeah, please. I'm happy to carry on. I mean, sort of. I think officially we were supposed to start at 3 p.m. your time, weren't we? So
Yeah.
8 o'clock my time. So I'm happy to carry on for another half an hour
Oh,
if
thank
you
you.
are.
Thank you. I'm game. Thank you so much, Louise. And guys, I already commented on it, but if how much are you loving her background? I absolutely love that. It's a privacy panel, guys, and it's awesome.
Yes, I was explaining to Lisa, sort of, and people that know me on Facebook will know I've just moved house. So behind me is a blank wall and then loads of cardboard boxes that I haven't yet unpacked. I'm sitting in what will be my office, and normally in my old house I would have had crystals all around, and yeah, my crystal skulls and my Hong Shan, such as this one, all set up. At the moment, I've got this one, and then I've got another. I'm gonna grab him now. I've said I've got a sun god, but he doesn't mind, I'm sure. I've got a little sunblock sitting on my windowsill, but they're the only ones I've
Oh,
unpacked.
oh my
There's
goodness.
another whole shan. Yeah, and very galactic looking,
It's
but yeah,
beautiful.
sort of this shape is it's it's quartz, it's melted quartz it's made of. But yeah, classed as a Hong Shan, and this shape is they're known as sun gods. Yeah.
Beautiful.
But
And
yeah, they're the only
guys,
ones I've got unpacked, and it's all boxes, hence the screen. It may change one day, or I might keep this as my background. I haven't decided yet.
I love it. Well, I just popped up Jill that she says, bless you, Louise. I'm just so happy. She's another
I,
dear
I
friend
was
of
I
ours.
was really hoping when you said the name Jill, I really was hoping it was I
Yeah.
can't remember how to pronounce
From
your
across the
surname.
pond. Yep.
I do love Jill. I love listening to her lives, and she just makes me giggle all the way through. And I just absolutely adore her. So I'm glad it's you, Jill. And I can
Me
see what they've got
too,
to bring
guys.
through for you. Viscabor. Arrahana, arrehe, ana, arrahana, arrehe. Archie. And they said there's no need to connect Jill to her purpose. She's already got it. Ik kan amorti, varado parti, ana, arre, ana, archie. They said Jill, and yeah, she's already lived a pretty fulfilled life. Ese camorrodo, archie, arrante. Ana, archie, arre. But we can all do with being surrounded by a little bit more peace and a little bit more acceptance. And of course, everybody is always seeking this perfect balance. And they said, speaking for everybody, we can't always feel that we're living the dream all of the time. And of course, this world can be a scary place. And of course, we all appreciate that you all have your turmoils, and you always feel like if you're moving into new things, you got like this snake, like the serpent, you got this shedding this skin, shedding creating a new skin. And for some people, things don't always shape up as well as you think they should or think they could. But just let you know, this is also perfectly fine. And again, bring it through this celebration for everybody. Bringing through this vibration to support this caring for others. And like I said, of course, Jill, a lot of us already know you thrive on this. You thrive on supporting others. But there's a few people out there that sort of they need their energy tweak a little, and so just encouragement to respect thy neighbour. Excuse their language, but they said they're not telling everybody that you've got to accept bullshit. That is their words. But please do seek kindness where possible. You will all reach that point where you feel it is right for you to kind of shed your skin and just sort of, and you'll kind of think, yeah, I'm making progress. Time to step into the new me. Oh shit. You'll know when you cross those boundaries and think, oh, this is something new. It's like with my light language, constantly connecting to new guides. The way I work with the talking in English and the direct channeling, that is constantly evolving and changing. And it's the same with everybody else, whether this is a work thing, the spiritual path, just life in general. You'll know that, yeah, I've succeeded. It doesn't have to be the obvious things like getting a new job or sort of big things like I've done, sort of new house, but even little achievements, just appreciate those steps. They said not necessarily for Jill, but some of you will be getting a big push. And again, just repeating that you are all being carried up. You're all ascending in some way. And I said, yeah, you are all being assessed as well. This feels like very much, it's like, this is definitely a school thing. There's loads of eyes looking down at us on this planet. So, what's he up to down there? Eyes are on you. But please don't let this freak you out. We also seek compassion. And they're just giggling. They just said, some of us think that, we sort of like, oh, they always know best, we always know better. And they're giggling and said, we don't always. They said, sometimes we're also seeking comparisons. It's like, oh, we think that's a good idea. He doesn't necessarily, but they're looking for, our perception of our past. It's sort of like, well, you want to do that, or this might be, and they're trying to encourage us all the time in sort of new directions, new ways of evolving, but they appreciate our truth, our judgment of self, our self-respect, our our truths, our self truths. What do we want from this life? What do we consider as right for us? Our truths, our voice, our strengths. What is our weaknesses? What are our limitations? Of course, guides, our supporters, they will always, always, always be there and try and help us through any drama. But they're saying, yeah, we know best. No, as in us. This all sounds wrong. Us, the human. We'll get you on the right path. That's the bit of a bye. Yes, yes, yes. But sorry, that got slightly muddled there at the end. Yes, just to clarify, always seek the truth within yourself. Doors are not going to open without your say so. Respect what's in that heart. That's a bit of a bad. Yes, it gets really difficult sometimes. Sorry, this is back me. But sometimes you're kind of talking about the person and you're talking about you guys. It's like, I don't know, sometimes I wonder if I'm making sense at all when the words are just tumbling out. Oh, dear.
Well,
Oh, bless you.
Jill said absolutely, and I saved this one for last because she said, "Looking forward to a new me. Will I be thinner?"
I love you, Jill.
I love you, Jill.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Oh
Bless
my
you.
goodness, guys! If you're not familiar with Jill, you need to check her out. Jill Balcom. You can find her on Facebook at Amethyst Light and Love, but she also comes in and she's an energy practitioner in our group, the Divine I Am, our private group. She is in there every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern, and she just has everybody laughing and just gives so much love to everybody, and she's just
She
an earth
really
angel.
does.
She really is. So, yeah, I just wanted to say that. Thank you, Jill. And I'm glad you're able to come in and, for you, because she's always doing, like you said, she does for everybody. Thank you, Jill.
Oh, of course she does. Yeah, no, it's lovely. I'm so pleased I could give her a message. Whether it made sense or not, I'm really still not sure.
She said, "Thank you so much, Louise and Lisa online. You, I do. I love you." Let me go back in. I want to say in Clubhouse, if you just popped in, thank you for joining us. You've been listening to Louise Rhodes, and I'm sitting here. I'm like the Oz Wizard of Oz behind the scene, just popping things up. So thank you for being with us. She said, "Hot week coming up." Oh,
Oh,
is
yeah,
it really?
I
What
saw that.
you guys are in England? What's the temperature been like?
It, it's coming at the end of summer. We're getting the end of summer storms here. Lots of
Hmm.
rain. It's been dry,
Hmm.
dry, dry for months. Not a speck of rain anywhere. And now we're sort of the heavens are starting to open. It's getting a little bit chilly, but to be honest, it's still very warm. It's just
Yeah.
lots of rain.
Yeah, we went through a real heat wave. Not as much as I know the West, but on the East Coast in the U.S., and so it's just starting to get that little fall feeling coming in. Can't wait. Let me
Yeah,
just go into Clubhouse real quick, and I can read. I see we have Deborah, and we have Meredith, and Hunter, and Lisa with us, and Bobby's with us.
yeah. Not feeling any of the names from Clubhouse.
Okay. And again, just to explain Louise's process, her guides will tend to go to people that they can have a message that will resonate for a large population of general public. Because anybody that comes on here, guys, if you're checking the replay or you're a podcast, and if it resonates for you, know that this energy healing, if it resonates for you, put it in your pocket. That's what we're here. That's what we're doing here. So let me just say, I see Angela popped in. I know Julie. I had Julie up next. You had mentioned that her name
Yeah, Julie.
resonated. Yep. Let me bring her up. I just Here we go. There we go. There's Julie. Welcome, Julie, and thank you for your patience, guys. And also, I wanted to welcome Willow. She's a first time person. Thank you for joining us. Everybody, thank you for your patience. And please know you can contact Louise. She has her own page on Facebook. And I know it's a long But if they just type Louise Rhodes, Rhodes, it should just pop up on Facebook for light language.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, I'll connect with Julie. Anyway, let's see where we go with
Okay.
Julie Robson. Yes, por mikä ratus. Mikä tämä morra, mutta rato parti. Arana ana arsi ana ede arsi ja orsi. And they're telling me your body's in need of some physical support. And they said and some rest. Someone just shouted that out quite clearly. We're going to do an element of physical healing for you. Oh, she's new to light language. Okay, so Julie, I'll be holding your energy. So how I work with individuals, I will blend with your energy, but the codes will be kept general. So although I'll be blending with Julie's energy, if I'm pressing on my body, it's probably because it will be because I'm sending healing to Julie. Although I may be holding, say, pain, I'm feeling something here in the shoulder already and through the ear. Although I might be holding specific areas of the body for Julie and sending her healing, very much on a physical level, this one, there may be emotional support as well, of course. Although I'll be sending healing, say, specific areas of the body, you may feel it other people, you may feel it elsewhere because they are going to keep these codes general. So healing will be going out to everybody. Okay, well, yeah. She says, thank you for choosing me. Okay, I'm hoping you feel something from this, Julie, although you're new to it. Please, if you do feel any unusual sensations, then just know that's right for you. It may be like the Reiki and the hot and cold or tingling. It may be more extreme, sort of shaking and muscle spasms, or the burping and the coughing and the yawning is also really, really common. Or even if emotions come to the surface, just know that that's it's just releasing and just right for you. Connecting to both earth and source through the energy centers. I'm going to quickly go back to the throat and just clear the throat. Yes, it does. And I just checked, I just asked if that was Julie's energy rather than mine, and they said yes. And they said, oh, shit. Looking at contracts that you were born with, contracts that you came down to earth with regarding physical symptoms. And I'm feeling some anger here as though you're pissed off with feeling unwell. Which, I don't blame you if it's a long-term illness. I'm supporting you, whatever's going on with your body, just to release this as much as you can, Julie. Of course, energy healing is always done with the utmost respect. Of course, they don't want to interfere with body processes if any ailments are for the highest good. But if they can clear a path and sort of make your life more comfortable, they will do. And I'm feeling sort of tightness through my chest, and I'm feeling like it's going to make me want to cough, maybe shortness of breath here as well. And yeah, I probably forgot to explain. When I'm releasing, when I'm healing, if I'm burping, it's a good thing because that's just releasing, and it felt like, yeah, releasing from your chest, Julie. Now going further down towards the stomach. But then just to remind people, although I'm working on specific areas for Julie, you may be feeling it elsewhere. I'm just going to quickly just sit up and cross my legs. Just helps me get a better connection through my root center because I'm working with the stomach here and the pelvis. I'm feeling anger through Julie's back and through her stomach. And again, as I'm releasing, it makes me burp. And I said, just enabling your body to find that better level of comfort. Yes. And then someone just said quite clearly, body rest. Yes. So, Julie, I think that was it for you. A little bit of physical healing. So, I want to say I hope that is appropriate. I don't like to think of anybody sort of having physical ailments, but I guess we all do, whether it's sort of just, age and sort of the limbs getting achy or something more significant. I really wasn't feeling what that was, apart from it felt like I could really feel the shortness of breath as though it was, either asthma or it didn't feel like panic attacks, but yeah, this shallow breathing and shortness of breath. And of course, around the back, I wasn't sure if it was stomach related or could feel like tension around the back, but it's more the emotions I could feel, Julie. So if you Julie, if you can put any comments up about how you felt that, how you received that, and please do.
I was just going to
But
say
yeah,
I'm looking through the feeds, and I know there's sometimes a delay, but yes, please put your feedback in if you could. We greatly appreciate that, guys, and thank you, Julia. I'll be checking. I'll be checking.
yeah. And anybody else, obviously, that as I said earlier, sort of the codes are kept very general. So if anybody else was feeling any
Mhm.
shit, and it's always nice to know that people are feeling something.
She said, "Thank you.
Oh,
I felt my whole body shaking and many spasms, and this was wonderful." That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome because that was her first time. She's new to light language.
bless you, Julie. Just know that it's all right. If you're feeling the spasms, I know that can feel scary to some people when they're new to it, but it is just releasing. Yeah, Christy.
Yeah,
She
Christy's
keeps
snoozing,
sneezing.
and she's been snoozing throughout this live.
I don't know why that makes me laugh. I just find it highly amusing that some people release by sneezing.
I'm going to check in with Clubhouse and ask if anybody has found anything, but I wanted to say real quick. Christy says to say her son Max says hello.
Oh, bless him. He's a
Sweet.
lovely little Max. Love to
Uh,
Max too.
if anybody in Clubhouse, if you found anything during these activations and transmissions, please feel free to flash your mic. We'd love to hear your feedback, guys. Again, we appreciate you being here. I'm just looking through the feeds. I want to say, I think between you and Bobby and your dragon on your around your necklace, I think the energies just went woo today, and everybody has this energy.
Crazy
I
today.
love it. I feel it. I'm just checking to see. Okay, yes. Uh, Yamuku said I had a tightness in my shoulder blades. It's lighter now. Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, I connect with Trina sort of, say fairly regularly, sort of once every couple of months probably,
Hmm.
for once a month. Yeah.
So I didn't know. I know we started out early, and it's up to you if you wanted me to go through the
I'll do
list
one more.
again.
I'll do one more if you're up for it.
Oh, sure. Let me check. I'm going to read in Clubhouse, and I'll go back to the feeds. The people that I see on stage, we have Bobby and Meredith and Q.
Oh, Q.
Q. I'm so glad because Q popped off and came back in again. Q, are you there?
Hello. Yeah,
Welcome. I'm so glad you came back. I saw you pop out, and I was like, I had a feeling about you, and she called you. Woo! This is
Yeah, they were very
Louise.
clear, very
Yeah.
exciting.
Well, Q, this is
I,
Louise.
I'm experiencing kind of, weak net and I got that problem. But I'm so glad that I'm here, and yeah, love
Yes.
y'all, and I love light language. Yeah,
Oh,
that's so powerful.
Wonderful.
okay.
That's
Well, thank you. I'll
wonderful.
see. I can feel the tension through your neck. I can definitely feel. It feels like I can feel it through the muscles here. So yeah, let's see what we can bring forward for you. Barakas. Mikaraudarabos. Ena haradora ara ana ara ana asha. I said, yeah, another celebration of body. Ekamoroboda radara kare enana arana ana ar. And as I said earlier, wanting to carry everybody forward. And of course, these bodies can be problematic for some. Bringing you greater dexterity as appropriate. Holding you in completion if you're working through an illness. And I said they're going to bring through some busy energies in a minute. And I feel like this is my elemental team. I have a huge amount of different guides that work through me. Dragons have been here, sort of. Obviously, there's huge galactic guides and supporters, but these are my more earthy gnomes that are going to be coming forward, and other little nature spirits. Very, very hard workers, but they're good at physical healing. Or as strange as it sounds, but anyway, here they come. Watch. Bam 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 bam. Busy busy busy. Jibby 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 pepper rubber busy pepper rubber busy 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 pepper rubber jabba jabba rubber pepper shupe. Busy 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 pepper rubber jibby jibby rubber busy capo the busy pepper rarity. Busy 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 pepper rubber jabba 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 rubber pepe. Busy busy pepper shabba busy sit pepper sit pepper papa bush. That's a bit of a bye. Bush, yes, yes, yes. Oh, Bashi, yes, but Arja. And just to explain, sort of, I call them by the sounding. Jabba, Busy, and Jimmy is the ones I heard in there. But I've got there's various. There's a Crystal Seller Will. I know here in the UK, and I know one of his higher aspects, or you know, one of his aspects anyway is a gnome, one of this group, and yeah, my other friends Andy and Denise are also there. Anyway, Jabba is an aspect to me. Busy is is an aspect of another light language channel, Moira Hogan Dyke. And yeah, I'm not even sure who Jimmy is yet. I haven't discovered who they are on the Earth plane. I'm sure I'll come across Jimmy one day. But yeah, they all work through me on this the physical healing. Anyway, they're still working because the hands are still. If people have seen me on video, they'll see the hands still moving. I'm going back in. Jimmy 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 Jabba Jabba Baraba Baraba Jabba Jabba Baraba Baraba Jabba Jabba Baraba Baraba Zibikara Barra Bezi 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 Baraba Jimmy Jimmy Baraba Baraba City Bam 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 Nika Baraba Bega Baraba Shoo Basse 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 Usha Basse Beta Babai Usha Basse Arre Ainana Arre and they said shifting all sorts of ailments were bashas. Yes, Peter. That was Zach laughing at the end. Yes, it's budgie. The aranana. Hey, arara. And this is Zach. He's saying the body is something to be celebrated. supporting that body to strengthen, of course. Supporting that balance with diet and exercise. And they said that, believe me, it was his actor saying, believe me, we were collaborating with other energies as well. And it wasn't just the elementals working. You've been brought to this place this time for a reason. For many of you, you feel it's a difficult time in human evolution. Please, please, please respect other people's journeys. And I said, they can't. They want to support as many people as they can, so please keep sharing if you're able. Share this video, share the Divine I Am posts in general. Please seek collaboration with other healers. Keeps Jules' name just popped into my head. Just keep supporting everybody around you. Please, if you see people sitting in discomfort, just approach them with kindness. I said just approaching somebody with kindness just makes such a huge difference. Again, just repeating like this. I can't remember, it was whoever. Oh, Julia. It was with Julie earlier. Just saying rest. Just reiterating this one, rest. And I said, if appropriate, my team of guides are going to be supporting people, especially if your name's been mentioned, but a few others. If you want to carry on the support, ask Zach. My guide here, he works with lots of different people. My guides will stay with people for the next 24, 48 hours if necessary. And again, aiming to get you all to this place of stability. Yes, and I said much love to you all. And there was a little message to me. They said, praise yourself, Louise. Bye-bye. Yes. Mercy. And they are right. I am quite hard on myself, and I always think, I haven't done enough today. And I kind of push myself to the limits. So when they're talking about rest, and I'm thinking, oh no, is that to me?
Oh, that's awesome. And I wanted to ask, Q, did you have any feedback for Louise? Hello, Q.
Oh, was he gone?
He might have. I know he said he had some tech issues and that he had popped out. He's still here, but let me just check in the chats. I'm going to check in the chats real quick. No, but I do know he's still on stage, but he was having some tech issues. So let me just feel free. If you unmute your mic at any time, please feel free to interrupt Q. I just wanted to go back in and say, Bev, you cracked me up because I thought the same thing. Bev said, have not heard from Busy and Jabba for a long time. I was so happy to hear them too.
No, they pop into my one-to-ones every now and again, but no, I don't hear them that often. So yeah, it's a nice surprise when they do appear.
And then both Bev and Jill loving Zach, yeah. And Diana, I saw you. I was happy to see you pop in. She said she came late to the party, but she's here. Diana, from across the pond. So Oh, I thought that was my kitty cat. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I didn't know. Did you want to do? I don't. You know,
I
you've
think
been
they've
gone a
probably done
while.
enough.
I just want to
I
make
think
sure.
they've probably done enough actually. Normally, I
Hmm.
sort of like I'm kind of asking if anybody wants to do a little. Oh, actually, no. Someone will pop in and do
Hmm.
a little
Hmm.
closing speech, so to speak. I don't know who I'm going to bring forward. Yes, but that has it. Okay, might be a dragon. Yay. If it is this one, it's probably got quite a booming voice, a bit of a brash, booming, strong voice. So we'll wait and see. Let's see. But Musa, bomba shit. Mika understand about the 30 arta. Hurra, hurra, arti. And I just saw these big dragon wings just wrap around me, and he just said, "Holding you all in honor." Yes, bit but and that's definitely Zach's influence. That little laugh at the end with the dragon with Zach. Yes, it's but that's it. I think. Yes, it but that was it. Holding us
Oh
all in.
wow. That was beautiful, beautiful. And as always, I love hanging with you. We all enjoy your company. Guys, I hope if anything resonated for you today, please check out Louise. She has her own Facebook uh, page. Just type in Louise Rhodes, Rhodes, and you can reach her at louise.rhodes8@gmail.com. And she does come on here pretty regularly, and I'm just always amazed. And each time it's always different, and I love it. And I love that Bobby popped on today. It was wonderful. We had a big
Thank you.
burst of energy. So
Yeah.
so thank you for that, and thank you everyone for joining us. I hope you'll come back. Please be sure to click that subscribe and notification bell wherever you're at, because we do have so many wonderful energy practitioners that come on offering a variety of healing modalities. We have a lot of fun here, guys. So I hope we'll see you back. And thank you again, Louise. So much love to you all. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Lisa.
Thank you, everybody. Take care. Much love. Mwah.
Brilliant.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you, everybody.